This is going to be a good commercial for a Pioneer.
Well, welcome back. Here we are again. I said that I wasn't going to do the 5-year review of the Honda Pioneer 1005, but after a lot of requests, and not even for the people that own the 2021s and down, but I've even had some requests for the people that own the 2022s and 2023s. So we're back at it, making a video for the 5-year, which the anniversary date was yesterday. So I've had this machine 5 years. It's a 1005 deluxe model. The only real big change, did no big change on the suspension, just the Terabyte tires. They're more of a road tire, DOT approved. They've lasted. They do real good for what I need. Overall and all, this has been an excellent machine. There was something that happened to me twice this year, and I'll get to it later in the video, and I'll show you how to reset it. And because some of it might be driving your Pioneer wrong, because believe it or not, I was too. So I'm going to start off with the pros. I always do pros and cons. So as always, if you've heard in the videos, the pro of it, it's a Honda. Now, before anybody gets their feathers ruffled, they're all built for a specific reason. And I like Polaris, I like Kawasaki, I like Yamaha, Can-Am. They're all great. I work on all of them from time to time. But Honda is more pointed towards your recreational type, farm use, hunting. I'm a big hunter. I pulled everything with this thing, from a color packer, a plow, a sprayer. I pulled small trailers. I use the winch to pull trees out. I don't take it rock climbing. I don't take it mud bogging. Oh yeah, she sees mud, don't get me wrong. When I've got to get to a deer, I take it in some pretty rough places if I have to. I'm not getting any younger. So this thing definitely takes some of that out. I've drove over small trees. I've used this thing like a tank. They're built for reliability, durability. So, and that being said, I've had a lot of Hondas over my time. And from the smallest ATC 90, the Death Tricycle, all the way up to this, I have had 4-wheelers and different 3-wheelers, and I'm telling you, Honda is hard to beat when it comes to reliability. So the pros of this, after covering that, love the camo for what I do. The suspension, the ride is perfect for what I need my hunting and trapping. The overall, the DCT clutch, no belt. I love that option. The pop-up seats, stowaway with a dump bed, it's huge. Love that about it. Yes, the back does get a little hot. I'm still working on a heat kit for that. I've got the DEI kit under the front. I'll be doing another accessory video at the end of this month, because I've got a few more accessories to add to this. One of them I'm really excited about for deer season. So when you read on the forums, you watch other videos, you're going to see a lot of people start talking about cabin heat and all this other stuff. Well, if you've ever rode in a T-Rex, if you've ever rode in a Yamaha, you've ever rode in a Can-Am, you'll see that maybe not all of them is as bad, but all of them have cabin heat. It's just according to how you can get air through the vehicle to you, or how you can control it. There's fan kits you can put on these that go under the seat, blow underneath the machine, you can get the split windshields. I have a hard coated windshield on this. I run this thing just like this. Fabric back window during the summer. This on the front, I do fine. 4 miles down the lease, going around slow, getting hot. Matter of fact, today's 8/13 and it's 93 degrees out here right now. So it's burning up hot. I have no issues with it, but that's Southeast Tennessee. So leaning towards the cons of it, yes, it has cabin heat and there is things you can do. Now they have put more insulation from the 18, 19, 20, and 21 models. In the 2022, they're supposed to make a big difference in the insulation or the heat, or the insulation of the seat because of the heat. So they're supposed to improve that a whole lot. And I know mine has improved a lot. Matter of fact, mine is so good at times during the winter, I kind of want to stop and take the heat shield out from underneath the seat to where I can get more heat when I've got my doors on and it's the dead of winter and I'm deer hunting. So the cabin heat is supposed to be the biggest con of the Pioneer from what everybody says if you read forums and see what people say. I'm not a belt person, so the DCT clutch is a must for me. I love it. Yes, you will hear complaints of people saying it shift hard. They shift extremely hard. They're just bang, 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 all this stuff. You hear all these things. Well, I'll tell you this much. They do shift hard if you're on them pretty hard. But after probably the first month you have it, everything quietens down. It's never an issue. You can hardly tell when it's changing gears other than RPM change. This thing's going on. This is 5 years I've had it, and I've been pretty rough on this machine. From pulling bush hogs, color packers, sprayers, anything you can think of, farm equipment to help get these food plots and get this stuff done and working around on my family's farms. I put the torture to it. Another con I would say to the Deluxe is the suspension. It's okay for me, but I found out later on that the Limited, which was the next model with the Fox shocks, seems to be a lot better ride. I haven't personally done that yet, but I would say you will see future videos of a suspension, or well, a shock change. I'm not altering away from the stock Honda suspension. You lift stuff, you widen stuff out, you start breaking stuff. I bought this thing to use and last. It's going to stay as close to what it can on suspension and drivetrain. But that's just me. You might be different. That's just me. This machine has been more than reliable. I think it's got like 9,000 miles on it now. So far, knock on wood, I've not lost any of... I've not really broke anything. Now, what I was talking about in the first video, there is something that I have found out. So something you need to keep in mind if you're, say you're pulling something and you're going at a slow speed. I didn't think much about this, and it happened to me twice, and the second time I figured it out. So both times this happened, I was pulling it happened 3 times. Once I was pulling a color packer, but I was in high going over a food plot and pressing it down. Well, the first food plot was really flat, so it was like a field going back and forth. It wasn't as bad. But the second food plot I went to, it was a C shape, and you had to go uphill through the middle to pack it. And I noticed my steering light come on, and my steering wouldn't steer. Well, it just didn't have power steering. The steering wheel was real jerky. Engine light come on. Well, I threw it up in park and stop, made sure it wasn't overheating, but I was already at the stopping point anyway. So after it sat there a few minutes, I checked everything over. It was good. We went on and started the next food plot. It did do it. The second time, when I got back in it ran fine. The second time that it happened, I was pulling a sprayer, dead of summer. I was also in high again, and it did the exact same thing. So that led me to believe that I was having a steering issue. Well, that wasn't it. It happened the third time this past summer a few weeks ago. And what that is, that's in your computer, and when you get the transmission hot, which can hurt the clutch, if you don't see the sensor, it takes your steering out so that you feel it. So anytime you're going to be pulling for a sprayer, you're color packing, you're doing something to your yard, you're pulling a trailer, if you're going to be going at a slow rate of speed for a period of time, drop it in low. Most of my color packing, most of my spraying, most of my spreading seed, all that stuff I use this for, ends up being about 3 mile an hour is the best that when this performs its best. So, but how to fix that? So I'll pull the camera over here and show you. So basically, when you're driving, your steering wheel light will come on, and you'll have a wrench pop up that something's wrong. And then your engine light will usually flash. When it does that, just stop, put it in park, shut it off, start holding your reset button, and just hold it for 3 seconds, turn the switch on, and it'll blink. You reset that, you'll reset your wrench light, turn your switch back off, and it clears the code. Let the Pioneer cool down for a few minutes before you put it in drive to take off. So that was one thing that I did learn. I hope that's a trick for somebody else that's buying one of these or have bought one of these. So basically, that's the cons of it. It doesn't matter what side-by-side you have, UTV, they're going to have cabin heat. They're mid-engine vehicles. Some manufacturers might insulate them a little better, but they all got cabin heat. It's according to how you can get the air through them. This has been an unbelievable machine. But I've not had no more issues with the front wheels since I did my correction. That was something, as you can go back to think, the 3rd year review, I did have a tire that was wiring. I see that a lot on the Pioneers. From factory, you kind of got to adjust them in or make sure your tire pressure is right when you change your tires or change over to your tires. I have done a lot to this. This being a deluxe, it didn't come with the bumper on it. I changed it, just had the regular brush guard. I put the whole front brush guard bumper. I added A-arm plates, which was just done this afternoon, or done this past spring when I was trapping. I mean, this thing has been an overall beast. Back end's full of coolers and saws and everything else where we've been cutting trees. We had some bad weather here in Tennessee. But it speaks for itself. It's a Honda. And like I said, these videos are not to take shots at other UTVs. They're all great. I've rode in them all. If you're a Polaris fan, great. If you're a Kawasaki fan, great. I'm a Honda fan. That's pretty much it. This machine was built to last, and I put this thing to the test for 5 years. Yeah, I have to ignore my neighbors. They just got a new four-wheeler. I have put this thing to the test. I have stretched it out. High speed, she'll run 66 mile an hour wide open down there. I've had it in storms, rain, mud, snow. I've had it in about anything you can think of. And this thing has performed flawlessly. Where people say they won't go, they'll go. This thing will go. So anyway, that's basically it. That's the only thing I found in a year on that Pioneer. She's still the way it was on the last couple reviews. Same tires. I have added a few accessories. Like I said, get ready. I'm fixing to do a complete accessory video of 2023 of what I have after I add another accessory. It's coming. I have found a skid plate that I like, so there's a lot more coming. So anyway, if you want to see a 6th year review next August, just let me know and put it in the comments below. Get a hold of me, let me know. I hope you enjoyed this. If you got any questions and I have the power to answer, or I know, I will be happy to answer. So if you like this video, please subscribe and like. Drop in the comments below what you drive, how long you've had it, or if you've got a Pioneer, how many miles you've got on it, what your model is. Everything in the comments helps people out. So if you like what we're doing, please subscribe and like. And as always, God bless. We'll see you on the next video. See ya.
Bye.